Sarfaty.
I'm Judy Gold.
And we're here to tell you that not only does it get better, it gets funnier.
It does?
Apparently.
Really?
It does.
He rolls his window down like 4 inches and he starts yelling, "Dykes! Dykes!" out of the window, but he's yelling the other way, so I'm looking for the dykes.
McWilliams, you're a faggot. I'm like, yeah, right. Like, yeah, look at the Hooters on that chick. You don't even know what Hooters are. I'm like, I know what Hooters are. They're like, yeah, right. Use the word Hooter in a sentence. Who the hell decorated this room?
Well, she is ignorant. I don't think it can be cured, you know. And she says it can be cured by cuddling. And that just gets me horny. I don't know about you.
So wanted to be straight in high school. I had a girlfriend, and we had sex, and I thought it was really hot at first, but I knew something was kind of wrong. I was very confused, so I went to see my guidance counselor, and the sex with him was so much fun.
First time I came out, I did the big one. I told my mother. And I was 17. In retrospect, I really wish I had worked up to her. Tried it with somebody a little more supportive, like, I don't know, a skinhead. And he says, "You're a dyke!" And I said, "Well, you're an asshole." And the calmness of my reply seemed to fluster him. See, he thought we were going to fling insults back and forth, but for me it was a simple exchange of factual information.
I ran into a gay teacher of mine in a bar. I didn't know what to say, and he's like, "Oh, if only I would have known you were gay, I could have been your mentor. I could have helped you adjust." And all I could think was, yes, yes, yes. If only I'd known you were gay, I could have blackmailed you for much better grades.
They say, "So Lisa, what do you look for in a guy? A vagina?"
But this is a true story, and this is why I think the world is going to change. And I think it's going to be our kids and the next generation that really changes this world. Last summer, I was in Provincetown. I was playing basketball with a bunch of lesbians with my son Henry. They won. And so after the game, Henry and I got in the car to go home, and he was sitting in the back seat playing with his Game Boy or something. And I was driving, and he said to me as I was driving, he said, "Mom, you know your friend Jean, who we were playing basketball with?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Is she a lesbian?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Oh." And he went back to playing his Game Boy, and I thought, oh my God, if I was 12 years old and driving in the car with my mother, and I said, "Mommy, is Mrs. Rosenthal a lesbian?" We would have smashed into the divider and the Jersey Turnpike and bodyguard shooting all over the place. So I do think the world is going to become a better place. If you feel alone, if you feel frightened, if you feel like there's no hope,
It's not true. Any of the organizations listed below, we're happy to talk to you, and things will get better.
they do. They get better, believe me. I
A
know.
lot.
It gets better!